In The Queen, by Nick Cutter, Margaret's world spirals into chaos at the St. Catherine's Golf and Hunt Club, where she becomes ensnared in a kitchen swarming with wasps, a harrowing metaphor for her crumbling mental state and the haunting presence of her friend, Charity. As the narrative unfolds, Margaret's frantic search for escape reveals a party gone horribly wrong, with Charity mysteriously missing. The atmosphere thickens with dread as Margaret uncovers unsettling connections between Charity and a string of disappearances involving boys from their school. The duality of their friendship is tested when Margaret receives a cryptic iPhone message from Charity, leading her through chilling revelations about their intertwined pasts and a deeper conspiracy involving a shadowy figure named Rudy. This unsettling journey becomes even darker with the news of Charity's mother, Estelle, being murdered, as the boys' disappearances are linked to a grotesque experiment that has birthed monstrous hybrids combining human and insect traits. The climax reveals the horrifying transformation of Charity into a being that embodies both her humanity and a monstrous essence, forcing Margaret to confront the unsettling truth about her friend and the nature of their bond. Themes of friendship, betrayal, and the struggle for agency resonate deeply as Margaret grapples with the implications of this transformation, ultimately realizing that her once cherished relationship with Charity has evolved into a source of terror. As the story transitions to the aftermath of these horrific events, public reaction and media frenzy swirl around the characters, highlighting the contrasting perceptions of Charity as an idealized figure and Margaret as a vilified outcast. This exploration of social media's polarizing impact questions the nature of truth and memory, examining how trauma reshapes identities. In the reflective epilogue, the narrative delves into the complexities of friendship and the scars left in the wake of tragedy. Readers are left with a haunting sense of unresolved tension, pondering the fates of Margaret and Charity and the enduring effects of their shared experiences. The dark side of friendship ultimately serves as a chilling examination of how seemingly innocent relationships can harbor profound darkness, leaving an indelible mark on those who endure them. The Queen by Nick Cutter, published in 2021, is a powerful entry in the contemporary horror genre that encapsulates Cutter's unique narrative style and thematic concerns. It's important to delve into the context of the book's cultural impact, its unique elements compared to others in its genre, a brief insight into the author's background, and recommendations for similar reads. Cultural impact. The Queen addresses themes of survival, humanity's dark instincts, and the confrontation with our primal fears. The book taps into a variety of phobias, such as fear of the unknown and fear of societal collapse, resonating with readers, particularly as global anxieties about pandemics and environmental crises grow. The visceral imagery and psychological depth in the narrative force readers to grapple with their fears, making it not just a horror tale, but a commentary on the human condition when stripped of civility. The reception of the book has also helped solidify Cutter's position within the horror community. Readers and critics often appreciate his ability to blend horror with existential themes, making works like The Queen not just frightening, but thought-provoking. How The Queen differs from other works. What sets The Queen apart from other horror novels is its intricate blend of horror with philosophical and psychological undercurrents. Unlike many horror stories that rely heavily on jump scares or supernatural elements, Cutter's work leans into the true horrors of human nature and the depths one might plunge to in order to survive. The book combines elements of body horror, psychological terror, and environmental cautionary tales, which gives it a more complex narrative fabric. Moreover, Cutter's prose is sharply incisive, creating an atmosphere that is both claustrophobic and expansive, engaging readers on multiple levels, emotionally, intellectually, and viscerally. The horror arises not only from the physical threats within the story, but also from moral dilemmas and character choices, allowing readers to connect deeply with the characters' journeys. About the author. Nick Cutter is the pseudonym of Canadian author Craig Davidson, known for his genre-blending works that often touch on the grotesque aspects of humanity. Davidson's previous books have explored themes of masculinity, fear, and vulnerability, often doing so through a lens of horror or speculative fiction. He has garnered critical acclaim for both his novels and short stories, establishing a reputation as a writer who is unafraid to delve into dark and challenging themes. His ability to weave rich narratives that evoke emotion while pushing the boundaries of traditional horror sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. Similar books to read. If you appreciated The Queen, you may find enjoyment in the following titles. 1. The Cabin at the End of the World, by Paul Tremblay. This novel explores the themes of horror and survival in an isolated setting, blending psychological tension with a critique of humanity. 2. The Troop by Nick Cutter, another work by Cutter that delves into the horrors of a survival scenario involving a group of boys on a camping trip facing a terrifying biological threat. 3. Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This novel combines rich atmosphere with horror rooted in historical and cultural context, offering a nuanced look at fear and isolation. 4. Bird Box by Josh Malerman, a psychological thriller mixed with post-apocalyptic horror that examines fear of the unseen and the lengths to which people will go to survive. 5. Annihilation, a blend of science fiction and horror that delves into existential themes and the nature of consciousness and humanity as characters explore a mysterious, threatening environment. In summary, The Queen stands as a significant work in modern horror fiction, marked by its unique blend of psychological depth and horror, while Nick Cutter's narrative craft offers a fresh perspective on classic fears. Reading similar works can enhance your appreciation for the genre and offer further exploration into the themes presented in Cutter's compelling tale. Like if you like this, and subscribe for more.